All right, today let's use the Jura. Let's turn it on. You know, it's one of those full automatic machines. You know that these are the preferred machines. And of course, that's more of making coffee. You know, it's not to be against anyone. This is I use this machine. I ended up with it, and yeah, it's really convenient. There it goes. Sometimes it does a rinse when you turn it on like that, but you can make a few things. Let's go ahead and make a regular coffee. You go to the little buttons. See, it tells you what you can do. Then we're going to hit coffee. And it tells you the strength and how many ounces. I don't know if you can see that. That's just going to make it. It's fine. No big deal about it. You know, it's kind of like the guys who say they, installed, I just put a new second story on my house. And boy, it was hard, but they didn't put a second story because you go, well, where's your tools? And what they did was they paid someone to put a second story. So the real reason what they should say is, I paid someone to put, right? They're trying to take credit for what the actual workers did that they could never have done. It's kind of an insult to the workers, but anyway, that's just the way I look at it, because I do things. I've had people say, oh, I installed all this stuff. We had once, remember the rooster we caught, Bobo? Because we caught the rooster, but then it was all over. Oh, I caught that rooster finally. But actually, we caught the rooster. Anyway, look. So it comes out pretty good. I can't say anything against it. So let's make, we'll do I like to do the cappuccino. Coffee strength, the milk. Because what I do, I usually put an extra shot in there. But yeah, that's kind of like the Jura. It makes a good coffee, but you're really just pushing a button on a machine. You're not really actually making the coffee. Machine is. But it doesn't do a bad job. This gets a little yankety. I just leave it alone and don't try to adjust it much, and it keeps working. If you try to mess with it, there it goes. And here it makes all these sounds and cracks. It's a tiny bit faster. I did a little time thing, but maybe I'll show it wasn't that exciting for the lapavoni. There we go. So this is going to be like it's going to be a little lighter espresso shot. That's it. Yeah. Sounds great. It's nice you can push the buttons as long as you kind of learn a little of the maintenance stuff and not to wig out it. And the cleaning, it doesn't do everything, but it does a lot. But it's a good machine if you have the money. I don't think I'd want to buy one new for this amount, but there we go. Oh, see, it'll even tell you when you need beans and everything. We'll put some in. I'll steal some from the grinder. We don't need a lot. I don't keep a lot of beans in Jura because sometimes we only use it. Well, every other day we use it, I guess. Voila. There we go. Then it goes back. Okay, so now we're going to do an espresso. Just push the button. It's going to come out this side. Just the milk drinks come out that side. Okay, espresso's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's 1.5 when I do it this way. It's a stiffer one. And, oops, I wanted to go in that cup, not this one. Almost did a little. Oh, there we go. So that's the Jura. It's like a lot of things. The machine's doing the coffee. It's not as much fun. It doesn't have that essential, like the soul that when you use a machine like this is. This is a machine you'd get a name to. And, your coffee has a certain difference every time, the essential, slight, minor difference that makes it so good. Well, this is going to be pretty much the same thing. It's all right, but maybe it doesn't have the soul like another coffee would. But it comes out good. This is a nice double. And you can't really say you made espresso on this. The machine makes it, but that's just the way it is. So Remember, just be happy that you did the thing, even though some rich, a-hole will try to take credit and pretend he did it when he just paid for it, which isn't the same thing. Okay, over and out.